What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here. We're going to do some beginner strumming. So consider this a nice supplement to kind of a beginner guitar course where we're going to really focus on our right hand, learn some real common strumming patterns where we're not getting too complicated with chord shapes and whatnot. We want to kind of start to feel the rhythm a bit more. And, you know, just learn some of the more common types of rhythm strumming, so you just have a nice little set of exercises to get the rhythm going. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is just kind of talk about the elements that fit into rhythm. So we have these things called measures or bars, and for right now, we're going to say that we're in a 4/4 time signature, and what that means is each measure is counts of 4. So we keep repeating counts of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So forth and so on. So the very first element of rhythm, of how we start to subdivide those measures or those bars, is what's called a whole note, right? It's not fancy at all. It's a note or an attack or a rhythm that lasts all 4 counts. So if I said I'm going to pick a G chord, all right? Doesn't matter what chord right now, but let's say we were going to strum whole notes, and I counted us off, and I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. That was a whole note. It lasted the entire measure, right? So let's say we played 4 measures, whole note for each measure on a G chord. You would count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A whole note could be a single note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 measures, whole notes for each measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. All right? So then the next element would be called half notes, where now it takes up half the time. So if we had a G chord and we wanted to play 2 half notes in the measure, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be an open circle with the line down, as opposed to a whole note, which is just an open circle, takes up the whole measure. And we're not learning to read music right now. I'm just breaking down the kind of foundation of rhythm in this little section, and then we're going to start doing some patterns, all right, with the ups and the downs and the down, up, down, ups, and things of those nature. So we've got whole notes, which take up 4 counts. 1, 2, 3. We've got a half note that takes up half of that, 2 counts. 3, 4. So 1 half note through a measure would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we played 2 half notes in that measure, then we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so those are half notes. Then we get quarter notes. I had to think about that for a second. Quarter notes are a strum per count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're starting to subdivide down those counts, right? So we have a whole note, which takes up 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have half notes that take up half, so it would take 2 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then next we have what are called quarter notes, which is 1 strum per count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so far we've done all down strums for that. So the next subdivision there are eighth notes, which now is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so what we're going to do with those is we're going to do a down on the number, and then on the and we're going to do an up strum. So if we're doing eighth notes now, we would do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 So we have a whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have half notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we have 16th notes, which we have to strum pretty fast, and the words we say for that are 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And we'll pretty much limit the basic subdivisions to that. So what rhythm is are combinations of all the whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes, plus what are called rests, which are the open space in between. That's very important for rhythm is the spots where there isn't notes happening can almost be considered even more important as that contrast. And then we have triplets, which are 3 notes per count. So if I said 1, 2, 3, 4, triple a, triple a, triple a, triple a. So that was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 notes per 1 beat. So we're going to the rhythms that we're eventually going to learn where I'm just saying down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, all that stuff are really just combinations of everything I just broke down for you. It's okay if you don't know music theory or are taking music classes. You're fine, but I wanted to kind of explain and break down the essence of what's going on with these rhythm patterns. It's a combination of all those things that I just showed you right now. So coming up, when we get into the next video, we're going to just start with some simple, common strum patterns. And, I'm going to pick some chords, some of the basic chords out. But, we really want to focus on the rhythm part of it, our right hand, if you're right-handed.